Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, that's a beast. Unbelievable. Okay, before we get going, a couple of facts for you. So first of all, the RIMAC Nevera is the fastest production car the world has ever seen, 0 to 100, 1.85 seconds, you know, so this is just insane. And I think you've seen some of those drag race videos, yeah, like Car Wow did one with the fastest Ferrari of all time, which is the SF90, against the RIMAC, and it looks like the SF90 is some kind of Renault Twingo or something, you know. I mean, this is nuts! Second part, RIMAC just raised $500 million on a valuation of $2 billion, and the investor is Goldman Sachs and SoftBank and Porsche, so 3 of the biggest names in the world. And Mate started this company in his garage, I think about 12 years ago, and now it's $2 billion. The third important fact is that I had the opportunity to invest in RIMAC not too long ago, and I said no. and then SoftBank and Goldman Sachs and Porsche invest. But I was still not completely stupid, because I did order the car very early on, and I think that was a definitely very good choice. So still made the right choice there at least, and I'm very, very excited. This is going to be insane. I've only seen it in a rendering so far. I've never seen the inside of the car, because I just drove that prototype last time when I was here, where there was cables floating around on the inside. There was no design or anything, so I've never seen the inside. I've just seen a render of it. So that's some interesting facts before we get going here. Let's do it. Mate, thank you so much for welcoming me here.
Of course. How are you, man?
I am very excited.
It's just 1 year since you were here last time.
That's how I am, so there you go.
Yeah. So since you were here, it's a new factory.
Yeah.
New company. It's not anymore RIMAC Automobile, it's Bugatti Rimac.
Yeah. Are we like, so Bugatti Rimac built this RIMAC Nevera?
Yeah,
kind
now,
of, no?
Yeah, actually,
yeah,
like
Rimac.
the plate you get on the car, which says like the manufacturer, you know, like when you buy a Porsche, it's not the Porsche, it's like very Porsche AG, whatever, it's like a long name of the company. So now your brand is Rimac, but actually the company building is Bugatti Rimac.
So the plate is Bugatti Rimac.
Yeah. So Nico, just to explain you where we are right now. So you know, our previous locations were very tight as we were growing a lot. And we were building the campus, which is the biggest construction site in Croatia. It's going to be an amazing long-term solution for us. So,
which costs how much?
200 million euro investment. Yeah, it's a 100,000 square meter facility, beautiful, like next to a castle in nature, really cool. But in the meantime, we needed something else.
And very sustainable as well.
Yeah, fully sustainable. So it's like the highest certificates for energy. So we don't use any water from the grid. Like it's all filtration of rainwater. It's going to be net energy positive with solar panels and energy storage on site and that kind of stuff. But we needed something in the meantime, so it's still a bit of a construction site here. So we were looking at, you know, the least bad solution, because Croatia doesn't have any industry. So we were looking at all the potential options, like office buildings, former shopping malls, even at the old airport terminal. And this was the least bad option, but it was like totally run down. It was a really bad building. So we took 6 months turning it around, and now it's really nice. You know, even the Bugatti colleagues, when they come here and see what we did to the production line, where we build the cars, they are very surprised. So now
What was it?
This was like a Bauhaus kind of shopping mall.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I could get my do it at home
yeah, exactly.
tools.
Exactly.
Yeah? My car is behind the curtains?
Yes, yes.
Check out the curtains.
You'll get there in a few minutes. Basically, this is some of the cars that were used for the development. So these are all full cars, including these that are just a monocoque right now.
Yeah.
So these were all crash tested multiple times over and over again. Yeah. Starting with the first cars to the more advanced ones. And we had 3 generations of prototypes, and every time we replaced everything and re-engineered the car. You have actually driven this one.
Really? It looked a bit different at the time.
Yeah. So many of these cars were used for testing and driving and custom events and so on, and then after their first life they went into crash testing.
Will there be a time one day where they can not crash test real cars anymore and they do it in the virtual world? Must be, no? You have some standards there, and should be one day.
Theoretically, yes, but
long way away.
But as far as I can see, it's going more in the opposite direction. That safety requirements are getting harder and harder, and you crash more and more cars.
Catch up with the. Okay.
Yeah, but it makes sense because people are still. There's over 1 million people dying on the road every year.
Yes, yes. This, I must say, this is also not too bad, huh?
Yeah.
we can now say it because it's
exactly.
It's your company as well now. So.
I think when you were here last time, you knew about what was going to happen, but we couldn't say it, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I was here last time, you also had given me the potential opportunity to consider an investment.
Yeah.
But I'm the smartest guy in the world, you know. So I said not so sure. And then a couple of months later, there's SoftBank, Goldman Sachs, everybody running to invest. maybe that wasn't. Maybe that's one of those moments where it's not the smartest decision.
I think your investment advisor said like the valuation is too high, and since then the valuation has quadrupled.
In a couple of months.
Great job.
Thank you very much. But I still appreciated the opportunity at the time. And now 2 billion valuation, huh? 2 billion valuation, and that's also already a month and a half ago now.
Yeah.
And the greatest investors in the world are on board. So
it's a strange feeling for us, you know. We were always struggling for money. Like my main job was like, how do I keep the lights on one more month?
Yeah.
I was always like, from month to month, finding a solution how to survive and pay the next salary. And now we just raised 500 million euros. So we have like $500 million on the account, cash, you know. We were never in that situation. So I could finally focus on other stuff. That's also a very different feeling for me personally.
That's amazing. But phenomenal. Really, congratulations.
Thanks, Nico.
Really amazing.
But this is a beautiful car. One of the last ones with the W16 engine. Yeah. So we are already, for the last 2.5 years, we are working on a successor. And I think you'll like that a lot. Yeah. But that's another video.
Can you share one detail of it?
Yeah, of course.
Of the successor?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Chiron is amazing, and basically it's a successor of the Veyron, which revolutionized the hypercar market with the W16 engine. You know, first car over 1,000 horsepower, first car over 400. Yeah. Amazing engine and the pinnacle of automotive engine development, I would say. But now the time has come to go the next step, and the next step is not going to be electric, not all electric. We believe there's still a very important element to Bugattis in the future with combustion engines, but a very interesting combustion engine, I can tell you, and strongly electrified. So I think.
Can we know a little bit more about the combustion engine? Don't worry. It's what happens on here. Our channels always stays on our channels.
Yeah.
It's always.
I would just say
a tendency.
It's going the opposite direction of what everybody probably expects.
Okay, so I'm getting the AMG one, which has a 6-cylinder. So let's just leave it at that.
Okay, let's go.
It's your car.
Yeah.
Wow.
I also want to experience what a Bugatti really feels like.
So that was part of the deal, or what? You said, okay, we can do this, but I get a car.
No, in Bugatti there is no discounts, even for me.
Okay.
Okay, Nico, ready?
I have to count down?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't listen when I was instructions. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, that's a beast. That is so cool.
Yeah, nicely polished here with your polished aluminum wheels.
Unbelievable.
Even the brake calipers are black.
Unbelievable. Look at that. That is awesome. That is really, really awesome. Wow.
So here we have a couple of goodies for you. So here we have your little package for you. So this is something I'll sign. So you see, it's actually really me. It's not just printed. And here we have your key box.
That's the same for everybody who gets it then?
Yeah.
Nobody gets the printed version?
Nobody gets the printed version. Okay. And I hope that I'll be able to test every car myself. So this is made on the same machines
How
where
awesome
we,
is that? Look at that.
you know,
Wow.
it's the same CNC machines we use to make, you know, the housing of the inverter or whatever. So here you have the keys. So it's number 1 of 150. Here's your color
That is just too cool.
and your key.
That is just too cool.
It's yours now.
That is so damn awesome.
Another reason why we do our own stuff, if you wouldn't, you would have a key like another car. You know, in many other very expensive cars, you can actually recognize the key from much cheaper cars. So that's one other reason to do
One
stuff.
example is Ferrari, which is one of the biggest disappointments. I was once the lucky owner of a LaFerrari. It's just, I mean, it's just such a disappointment when you open the key and it's the same as the least price worthy model. You know? So there you go.
Or other cars as well have the same key.
Yeah.
Like
So
much cheaper car.
that's awesome. Look at that.
Yeah.
Proper special. This looks like high-tech gadget.
Yeah. The one thing I don't like about it, but there's no other way, this is like not aluminum or carbon because there's antennas inside, of course, and antennas don't go through, radio frequency doesn't go through metal or carbon, so there has to be plastic, and I'm like a guy...
But don't say there has to be. Wait till Mate figures that out as well, right?
Yeah, we'll find something.
For now.
Yeah, for now that's a status. Yeah, here is your user manual, which I don't think you will need, but yeah, of course also done in a very nice way, with lots of nice little pictures on how to use the car, but we'll show you everything. You don't need this for now.
Are you sure? it looks pretty complicated.
Yeah, well.
I might need to check it from time to time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nico, for being part of the journey. You know what, for us really the important part is that you have fun with it. We didn't, you know, build it as a garage queen or something that will just, you know, be an ornament, but actually something to use.
Okay, let's check inside, yeah?
Yeah, let's check inside. So nobody can touch it without white gloves, but you of course can.
Yeah. Can I have some white gloves as well?
Yes, of course. We have one.
I'm extremely careful as well with these things.
Alcantara all around, no leather.
Look at that! I love this. Stitching there as well. See, Mate, I care about.
It's your car. You can do whatever you want.
Amazing, amazing.
So I think, Nico, what you need to do is
proper awesome.
pull this off. They didn't allow me to do it, so you have to do it.
Here we go.
Yeah, I can get that to me.
Love it. Really, really nice, huh? And even the whole this screen is kind of built in house as well.
Yeah, well, we buy the
Of course,
screen,
not
of course,
the-
but the machine, like you can fold it if you pull it towards you.
Yeah. Pull the screen towards me.
From the top, yeah.
This?
Yeah,
Oh
pull
my
it towards you.
goodness.
Yeah,
You sure?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So you can see that it's all billet machined.
Yeah.
It has this big hinge because
Yeah.
we don't want it to move when you accelerate over 1G.
Yeah.
So
So I can
there's-
push it back.
Yeah, you have a bin over there.
Why would you need it to do that?
Because you have space behind to put your wallet and your phone and stuff.
There we go.
Yeah, all the buttons,
Amazing.
everything is machined here on our machines. There's no buttons from other cars. That was also important for us.
Yeah. So cool. And why so many cameras? Like, why do you have a camera here filming me?
It has 14 cameras. So the idea is when you go on a track or you do fun stuff with the car, you don't want to bother yourself with GoPros and think if they are charged and where to put them and so on. The car does all of it for you. You just have your app, you download the videos and you can post them. Plus you have all the telemetry already there. So you can have the data like speed, throttle pedal, power, battery state of charge, embedded in the video.
Yeah.
So you don't have to bother with that yourself.
Super awesome.
So you adjust
driving
everything.
position.
No,
how do I get
everything
this
is
thing
adjusted. So here control.
Yeah.
And here now you touch the screen.
With my glove it won't work.
Yeah, probably with the glove it won't work. So you adjust your seat and your...
So steering wheel, height, this is insane. Look at this. And everything in house.
Yeah, of course.
This is insane, huh? The effort. Distance. Oops. Insane, look at that. Look at my F1 driving position. That's about it. And then I can move my seat forwards?
It's also electrically on the
Yeah,
screen.
sorry, obviously. Here
Yeah,
we go.
just push somewhere there. Yeah. Push the screen.
Seat position, look at that. And look how cool that is for the passenger as well, huh?
Yeah.
That he can enjoy the main facts about what's going on during the ride.
And depending on the mode,
Yeah.
the data changes as well. So if you go now to drift mode, for example, so now
Yeah.
you're in range mode, so change it to drift.
Yeah.
So then when you drift, actually it would change, it would show like the drift angle,
Yeah.
and not the speed and power.
Yeah.
So now when
What's
you're in
happening?
drift, it cools down the battery and the powertrain to prepare for drifting.
What?
Yeah.
We have like some massive air conditioning system just started.
Oh yes. So you put it back in comfort mode and then
Wow, you've done such a great job with these as well.
Yeah.
When I tried the prototype,
it was like a washing machine.
It was not in a good place.
Yes.
It was worse than the washing machine.
Yes. It's all the little things that take so much time to get right.
It's what you said, the 95% to 100 is like the worst with these
Yeah.
range. Okay. Amazing.
So these cameras here are intended for face recognition.
Yeah.
So you don't need to have the key with you. I mean, you can unlock the car with a key, with your phone app,
And it works?
or with your face. It works. The problem is when you want this to work, the supercomputer needs to work.
Yeah.
So it consumes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So if you use the car every day, let's say, it makes sense. But if you don't use the car for a month or so,
Yeah.
it will drain the battery a lot.
Well, unless it's just plugged in your garage.
Unless it's plugged in, yeah. So it's basically a choice we left to the customers if they want to,
Okay.
you know. There is still a couple of things that will come with software updates. So one is the autonomous driving on the track. That's not done yet.
Yeah. So driver coach on the autonomous track, where are you at with that now?
It works quite well on the track, like
Yeah.
when the car is driving, but what is challenging for it now is...
So you need one driver a fast driver to drive first,
No.
and then the autonomous will replicate that?
No. Well, we do that in development,
Yeah.
but actually the point is you come to the track.
Yeah, I go to a new track and then?
Yeah, if you are not Nico Rosberg, you might want to experience how somebody,
Yeah.
who is a really proper driver would
Straight
drive
away
the
the car can
Yeah.
drive on a track that it doesn't know.
We map the tracks.
Okay.
So we go around the tracks, not every track. So
Yeah.
if we didn't map it, the car needs to do like a couple
learning.
of slow laps
Yeah.
just to map it.
Yeah.
And then it goes. But basically all the big tracks in Europe and US and Japan and so on, we are sending teams there
Yeah.
to map every track.
This is incredible. At how many seconds is the autonomous off from you driving?
My autonomous driving team tells me that it's as fast as our test drivers now on the track.
What?
Yeah, but the problem currently is what we are still working on is to foresee all the different conditions, degradations that can happen.
Yeah.
Tires degrading, having a wet patch of the track,
Yeah.
or anything unexpected happening.
Yeah.
So that's the difficult part.
Yeah.
So if the conditions are perfect, the system works now well,
Yeah.
but some degradation is happening that can still be a bit tricky for the system to recognize early enough.
So what do you do?
Well,
You keep away from the limit or what then?
it has to be like a human driver who recognizes the condition, who recognizes the wet patch.
And this is still work in progress?
That's work in progress, yeah.
And so you don't allow people to use that for now?
No, not yet. It will come with a software update.
Okay. Wow, that would be insane to experience that.
It's
Driving
also scary.
in a car, no, that would be madness.
It's
Whoa,
scary.
I don't know. I'm not sure I want to do that.
Yeah,
Have you done it?
Yes, and yeah, I'm not a great passenger, as you know.
And you managed to not slam the brakes?
It's like, well, we were on a track. We have a really good track in Serbia, which is like totally flat. You have huge runoff areas.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's a good place to start.
Yeah, that is a good place to do it. As on another track, I would be more worried. But that's why we want to, get the system really to a level where we can confidently give it to customers.
You were even worried with me when I was going through the mountains here a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not a good passenger. They say usually that good drivers are not good passengers.
Okay, there you go.
So I'm not sure how
So
good of a passenger
you're an
you are.
awesome driver.
I would say I'm a little bit above average, maybe.
Thank you very much. Great job with that you did with the car.
Yeah, the teams were really working around the clock to get it done. I said I want it done before the holiday vacation to deliver it. So yeah, we're there. So Nico, we have two options. You want to drive normal? I'll be with you in the car.
Yeah.
You want to drive really fast? Goran goes with you.
Yes. So I'll drive normal.
That's the right answer, but I'll jump out if you are too fast. Last time you were driving, I said never again. And here I am.
Alright, so that was the first look at the car. Really so awesome. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye. Next video, stay tuned, is going to be me driving. Mate kindly is waiting already in the car. We're going to be driving together now on the mountain road. So stay tuned for that video coming very soon.